Hey, just kind of like just out of the blue. I'm just out of the blue. Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well this lovely, very cold Tuesday. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a comment, give it a comment, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. About 900 to go. About 900 to go. Fingers crossed by the end of the year. And just to shut up, steady Arku. See if you think we can do it, and we're gonna bloody do it. Anyway, hope everyone is well this Tuesday evening. Now we don't do this every Tuesday, but sometimes I just fancy like throwing out doing a quiz. We've had a lot of just talking, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. But we like doing things a little bit differently on the West Ham Network. So we like to do a little quiz once in a while, and it's usually a Tuesday. In terms of what we got coming up for the rest of the week, people always ask, when's this happening? When's that happening? So there'll be no lunchtime show tomorrow because I'm still at the office. Boo. Hopefully Luke will appreciate I've actually dressed up for the occasion today. He says, but Anton or Stell will be around for a daily tomorrow, I believe. Then tomorrow night, 9 o'clock UK time, Anton will be doing the preview for the Genk game, the Genk fan on. Thursday we've got Lunchtime Lives back. Woohoo! We'll be doing your homework with your West Ham Ghosts 11, and then we'll be doing the watch along. Don't forget, it's like 5:35, 5:45 kickoff in it, something like that on Thursday. So lunchtime for our American cousins. So thereabouts. So we'll be on for about 5 o'clock, I think, for the watch along, and then Friday another lunchtime live. Woohoo! We'll have a debrief from the Genk game. Stell might do and Anton might do a late show on Friday. Who knows? No, he won't. Me and Stell are out on Friday, but on Saturday we'll be having the preview for the Liverpool game. Hopefully get Craig from Anfield Agenda on. He's a top bloke, love Craig. And then on Sunday we'll have the watch along, and then me and Stelios will be live from the sports club after the game. So if you go into the game and you're in the sports club, come over and say hello. We'll get you on the show and get your thoughts of when we've obviously trounced Liverpool. We've absolutely battered them. But as I said, tonight is quiz night. Oh, also next week, obviously International Week. Next couple of weeks, international, isn't it? After Sunday. But don't worry. DJ Rusty B has lined up some good guests for the next couple of weeks. Some nice guests. The only way you can be guaranteed of not missing anything is hitting that bell icon, is subscribing and hitting the bell icon. We've got ex-players. We've got some ex-players who played lots of games. Some players who didn't play as much games as they should have. Some players who didn't play hardly any games at all. We have some celebrity fans potentially coming on as well. So over the next couple of weeks, DJ Rusty B's got you sorted for those. Anton's if we get one of them, Anton wants to come on because he's so excited because he loves this player. So we'll see. Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Let's see who's in the chat. As I said, if you want to join, brilliant. You go to Kahoot on a second device if you have it, kahoot.it, and then put in the pin code. Where is it? It's coming up. 4725963. Yeah. And we'll join. 20 questions. Bit of fun for a Thursday. Just a giggle. Let's see who we have in the chat. We won't start for about 10 minutes, so just because people always get notifications, they come in late, yada yada yada, and then they turn up halfway for the quiz. Can I join? Ugh. Farmer Snowman, good afternoon to you. Hope you're well, my friend. Peach, hope you're well, my friend. Lucas, good evening to you. Bad news about Kroll. What's up with Kroll? I heard Thomas Soucek said him and Soufal were okay for the game. Is he still suffering from COVID? But yeah, Suchek said on the press conference, yes, like today, that he was all right. Anyway, we'll see. Yasser, good afternoon to you. Good evening, sorry. Ludders is in the house. Is COVID very bad? He's struggling badly. Oh, dear, what's a shame. Hopefully he doesn't get it. Lee, come on, you irons, hit the like button if you want to. If you don't, it's fine. Jamie O'Hara's comments made me laugh, of course, because Tottenham are massive now. Because in context, it worked so well with all the other ones they've got so far. Although I did see my Tottenham fan friend today picking up his daughter, and I went happy, went ecstatic. So fair play. They're living the dream. They're living the dream, aren't they? Because that worked well with a Mourinho, didn't it? Getting someone like that in, who will throw his toys out the pram when they don't spend all the money they spend back. But apparently he's identified 3 players. I think they're about 30. The average age of them is about 30 years old. They're all Italian, and I don't think any of them played in the Premier League. Good start. Daniela, I hope you're well, my friends. Steve, good afternoon to you. Good evening to you. Thanks for the follow back on Facebook. Pleasure. If I followed you back on Facebook, congratulations. Not congratulations. I fucking follow back everyone, Steve. But that's no worries, man. Hope you're well, my friend. Rob's crawl with after COVID. There we go. Oh dear, we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, we've got the Genk game on Thursday, so we'll see what happens with the squad. Daniela, Spurs of Conte, but they still a crap team, indeed. They certainly are, Daniela. They certainly are. As I said, if anyone wants to join the quiz, 20 questions. All West Ham stuff, a bit from this season, a few like guess who questions, bit old, quite old. Try to get a lot of this season as well. If you've been watching Ant did a great thing today for lunchtime, West Ham Daily about the season so far, record breakers. Yeah, how well we're doing so far. So very, very good. Yes, Paul, hope you're my friend. In capital letters, has Benitez gone yet? That's the question. He said he would lose today. He said he lost against Wolves. But it looks like he's not going to go to Newcastle because it's like they're going to get good evening. So Unai Emery. So I don't think they'll get. I don't think he'll leave now, will he? Kent Hammers is in. Good luck. Good luck, anyone entering the quiz. Kent Hammers is in. Stan's like, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all my friends. Anton's in the house. Good afternoon. Good evening, Mum. Anton. GP spent his day in a hot tub in Harold Wood. Very well. Very good. But it's bloody freezing. That's probably the best time to be in a hot tub, isn't it? I think I was in Centre Parks once, and it was freezing outside, and all the pools heated, like when it goes around the outside. That's how I roll. I've been in Centre Parks for years, to be honest, but and it was because your body was so warm, but your face was almost like ice. And I think we're going to Lapland for in December, and I think there's like hot tubs there. So I think it's the same thing. I think my face is going to have like icicles on it, but my body's going to be beautifully warm. Talk to yourselves. Nice to see. I heard on Talks TV, the comedy show The Two Bar. I do. They will beat us 3-0 in the quarterfinals, and all the world-class players are joining them in January, and next season win the Premier League. Everyone's got a dream. The two boys, I mean, we are Tottenham. They've got a dream. They've got a dream. Cheeky down the hot tub sounds good. Well, apparently, if we get top 4, you mean Stell are going in GP's hot tub. So there we go. Jason Harper, good afternoon. Good evening to you. Watched all Squid Game episode today. Watched them all. What do you think of it? What do you think of Squid Game? I liked it. I didn't really like it. But I did watch it dubbed. I don't want to read it with subtitles, but there we go. Benita's still there, lives on the we're all cushy job for him. No, he is. Yeah, he'll do well. Benitez, he's a good manager, and he's a good manager. Just to get the right players. He's got some of the right players in already. So there we go. Don't worry, Kent's internet is slow, so he's not sure how well he'll do today. He's not actually logged in yet, so I might start in a minute. Kent, I'm off. Very good ending. Was a bit let down. Very good ending was a bit of a letdown. But there's another one, isn't there? They're filming another one. He's got red hair. What's going on with that? Yeah, let's get 3 points on Thursday, then play some youngsters in the last 2. Yes, Gazza, if we win on Thursday, I think if the last 2 and the other 2 play out a draw, we're guaranteed to have won the group. Is that right? I can't remember. Hunger Games on steroids. It really is. Russell, good afternoon to you. I enjoyed Quiz Game, but we are now in but we're now on to you. Of course, you took off the Squid Game was number 1 on Netflix for 4 weeks, which is the most ever, I think it is, and then you took it over. Very good. What am I watching at the moment? Not much. Imagine beating Liverpool. We can go as high as second, and we can't go unless Arsenal win like 5-0 or something like that, or something even more ridiculous than that. We can't. We go into the game fourth regardless of what happens at the weekend. How good is that? That's amazing. Kent's getting his excuses in early. Spurs fan Ben said they would beat West Ham 3-0. He's gone into hiding now. When do we wake up, or when does UEFA send us to the Championship for match fixing? Keep it quiet. I can recommend the Belgian minge. Very tasty. Is it though? I like a bit of English minge, I'll be honest. We'll start the quiz in 3 minutes, the 3-minute countdown. So if you want to join, second device is easier. Otherwise, you try and get up and get it doesn't work. So if you've got like another phone or an iPad or a laptop, or watch us on the telly, on a smart TV, DJ Russie B in a 48-inch. That's what she said. And then put it on your second phone. It's just easier. I think it'll be a measure of West Ham's gone against the red ones. I think so, Paul. I think this week's a massive stick in the ground, flag in the ground, line in the sand, whatever they call it. In that, obviously, winning Europa League game against Genk. I mean, they won at the weekend. Was it 6-2 or something like that? That would basically guarantee us. It was guaranteed as qualification, I think, and it would practically guarantee us the group win, which is what we want. Then we go into the final 16 rather than the final. Rather than 32. If you win the group, we go straight into the 16. So that's great. And then obviously the Liverpool game, if we do a job there or get a good draw there or win there, that's laid a marker. Conte still has to work with the same place of January, so they will still be useless. Not that long, though, is it? Not that long. Mrs. Budden asked me when I put the Christmas decorations up, and I usually put up Remembrance Sunday. That's next week. So I might give it another week. Any minge is tasty, don't you think? Out of date minge. You don't want out of date minge. Not at all. No apologies at all, Paul. Curses were if you're talking about that other lot. There we go. Wayne Rooney likes the retro one. He does the retro minge. I've heard it's quite an acquired taste, but each their own. Right, let's 2 minutes to start the quiz. 2 minutes we're going to start the quiz. And as I said, 20 questions, bit of everything, bit of this season, some stats for this season, how massive we are this season. A few questions about our history, what we've won, things like that. Just getting us in the mood for this season, this record-breaking season, which is I'm positive it's going to be. And then a few who am I questions. Some of the questions are double points as well. So even if you don't know, you get the answer. Some of them are double points. So we can all actually let's start a bit early. Let's start in 1 minute. Right. Okay, we'll start. Actually, it's not hardly early. I've said that 1 minute ago. So it makes no difference. We'll start in 1 minute. And we'll have a bit of a giggle. Just sound a bit different. Oh, Ken doesn't do stats. There we go, you see. Russ has said who gets the most right prize is a grand. A grand thumbs up. Yeah, that's what you'll get. You'll get a grand thumbs up. I'm sure that was meant to be what you meant, Steve, not a grand, full stop. A grand thumbs up. We will start doing that. Actually, probably not next week, maybe the week after, we'll do some prize quizzes. So some quizzes where you win some prizes. We don't do it all the time because it comes out of my pocket, to be honest, more than anything. But we'll get a few prizes and we'll see what we can do. There we go. Right, okie dokie. Let's start, as I said. Let me go here. Let's go here. And double points for the first question. Which nationality is his former hammer? So the picture's going to come up, okay? Is he Spanish, Ecuadorian, French, or Colombian? Oh, you can't see that. I'm going to move that. There we go. Take myself off. Is he Spanish, Colombian, Ecuadorian, French, or Colombian? Now, you've only got a short amount of time. So don't wait till all the pictures. If you don't know who he is, just guess. So what nationality is this former hammer? I was going to sing the song, but I won't. So is he Spanish? Is he Ecuadorian? Is he French? Or is he Colombian? He was French. It was Bernard Lama. He smokes marijuana. It's not Colombian. Kaiser Machine. Here's a little tip for you, right? Wait till the answers come out and then give the answer. It's Bernard Lama. He smoked marijuana. He was on loan to us to get into the French World Cup squad in 1988 from Paris Saint-Germain on a 6-month loan and then buggered off. Right, let's see who we've done so far. Kent, Jacko, Danny, and Danny Hammergell. Right, let's crack on. Next question. How many times have we won the second division title? Is it once, twice, 3, thrice, or 4 times? And I should have put a picture up. That's going to be quite annoying. But anyway, how many times have we won the second division title? How many times has West Ham United? We've never won the first division title. Not until this year. Not until this year, my friend. But how many times have we won the second division title? Once, twice, thrice, or 4 times? It was twice. Twice. Stans, lad, just wait 2 seconds, right? And then you look like Steve and get all the answers right. See, Tommy Gould's done the same thing. Well done. He's finished, retired up. Very good. Yes. See, you're getting it. Very good. Well done. Let's see how the points have gone so far. Now, I reckon that's Kent Hammers without his bad internet. So that's the top 5 so far. Next question. Question 3. How many times have we won the FA Cup? Once, twice, thrice, or 4 times? How many times have we, because obviously we're going to win the FA Cup this year as well, and the League Cup. We're doing the quadruple this year. How many times have we won the FA Cup? Once, twice, thrice, or 4 times? Is there a thing 4 times? Thrice, 4 times? Indeed, you won the FA Cup 3 times. And obviously, see, everyone's well done. You see, everyone's getting it. Yeah, that's it. Well done, everybody. You should have joined the quiz. Ken Hammers has a correct answer of 3 correct answers in a row. Next question. How many times have we won the European Cup Winners' Cup? How many times have we won? We didn't win the White Horse, though, GP. GP, we didn't win the White Horse. We lost that one. How many times have we won the Cup Winners' Cup final? I think we've been the final 5 times. We lost the White Horse one, and obviously the 06. Obviously once. We won it once in 1965. We've seen the indeed. C'est vrai. Obviously we've got the big statue now, haven't we? At London Stadium. Very nice it is too. Camden Irons, highest climber. Congratulations. Camden Irons. Next question. Double points. Who is his former hammer? Carl Fletcher, Kevin Horlock, Jonathan Spector, Wayne Quinn. You get points for getting it right, but you get points for getting it right quickly. So as soon as you think you know who it is, and if you don't know, press a button because you might be right. And it's double points. Who is his former hammer? And Man United losing 2-1. What a shame. Can't happen to a nicer club. Indeed, Steve, we lost in 76. We had Keith Robson on the pitch at half-time, pre-match, on the last European game. Who is his former hammer? Jonathan Spector. That was the game that he became prime Iniesta and scored 2 goals against Man United. And we won, was it 4-1 in the snow? And there was Colton Cole with all his stuff. Father Snow is the highest climber. Very, very good. Ludders in the top 5. That's what we like to see. Next question. Question number 6. Ahead of which season did Scott Parker sign for West Ham from Newcastle? 05-06, 06-07, 07-08, or 08-09? We won 4-0. Thank you, Steve. Thank you very much. We won 4-0. Crazy game. That was a crazy game. Ahead of which season did Scott Parker sign for West Ham from Newcastle? 05-06, 06-07, 07-08, or 08-09? It's one of them, but which one is it? It is 07-08. Well done to Steve in the chat. Father Snowman, nice. Pete C is the highest climber. PTZ, nice to see that. True or false? Our current Premier League points total is our equal best in the Premier League ever. True or false? 50% chance. So we have got the most equal best in the Premier League in terms of our current Premier League points total as it stands at the moment. It's our equal best in the Premier League. True or false? 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance. It is true. We are exactly the same points as we were with the 15-16 season, last season at the Bowling, which was our best ever Premier League points tally as we speak. That will be surpassed. No problem this season. Father Snowman, 4 correct answers in a row. We love to see that. We love to see that. Next question, question number 8. Who scored the winning goal when we became the last club to defeat Arsenal at Highbury? Was it Bobby Zamora? Was it Hayden Mullins? Was it Carl Fletcher? Or was it Matty Effrington? Who scored the winning goal when we became the last team to defeat Arsenal at Highbury? Zamora, Mullins, Fletcher, or Effrington? 25% chance of getting this question right. I've done the maths for you already. Bobby Zamora, Hayden Mullins, Carl Fletcher, or Matty Effrington. One of them scored the winning goal, and it was Matty Effrington scored the winning goal indeed. And Paul's not even a West Ham fan, and he got it right. And Stan and Steve, nice to see. Well done. Matty Effrington, top bloke, lovely guy. We had him on the channel a while ago. Love him, love Matty. Pete C, 3 answers in a row correct. Congratulations, that's what we like to see. True or false? West Ham was the last visiting team to beat Arsenal at Highbury and the first team to beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Is that true or false? West Ham was the last visiting team to beat Arsenal at the Highbury and the first visiting team to beat Arsenal at the Emirates. Is that true or false? Are we that massive? Are we that massive? That's the question. Are we? Of course we bloody are. The last visiting team to beat Arsenal at Highbury and the first visiting team to beat Arsenal at the Emirates, and also the first team to beat bloody Spurs. And indeed, Zamora, you're correct. You are correct. We are massive indeed. And we did Spurs as well. Ken's back in the game. 3 correct answers in a row. Double points coming up. Who is this former Hammer? Is it Rue Boffin? Is it Ian Foyer? Is it Peter Karutz? Or is it Neil Finn? Who is this former Hammer? Rue Boffin, Ian Foyer, Peter Karutz, or Neil Finn? Guess if you don't know, because you get points for getting it quick, and it's double points. So if you haven't got a clue, you should press it as soon as it starts, and you've got a chance of getting some big points. Big points. Who is this former Hammer? And a lovely man he is too. I said that goalkeeper's top as well. Love that goalkeeper's top. It's Ian Foyer as Kaiser Machine, Stan's lad. Paul? No, it wasn't Neil Finn, bless him. But you're an Everton fan, so I allow that. Ian Foyer, top man. Love Ian Foyer. Man credits himself for that Di Canio goal. If you don't believe me, go and see his My Hammers 11 in the ex-player playlist that we have on the channel. Next question is another double points. It's more double points. Who is this former Hammer? I love these ones. Is it Leroy Rossini, Mike Small, Paul Ince, or Matthew Rush? Is this former Hammer Leroy Rossini, Mike Small, Paul Ince, or Matty Rush? If you have no idea who this player is, or no idea of any of them, just guess. Just guess. Leroy Rossini, again, a lovely bloke. We've had him on the channel. We had Matty Rush on the channel as well. Top boys. Wasn't Mike Small, wasn't Matty Rush, it was Leroy. Liam, you obviously haven't seen My Hammers 11 with Matty Rush. Go and watch it. Enjoy this. It's this or Samaritans tonight, Paul. I'm glad we've won the battle. And Leroy, we had Leroy on the channel. Lovely bloke, Leroy. Incredible story. How he was like, we bought him on the Friday. Then from QPR, I want to say QPR, well no, Fulham, something like that. And he turned up on the Saturday, and like he was just given the number 9 shirt into just starting. Love it, love stuff like that. It's like we interviewed Neil Mellor, same thing. We picked him up on the service station on the way up to Preston. Love it. Pete C, 6 correct answers in a row. Amazing scenes. Amazing scenes. In which season did Danny Gabardon win the Hammer of the Year award? 04, 05, 05, 06, 06, 07, or 07, 08? In which season did Danny Gabardon win the Hammer of the Year award? Was it 04, 05, 05, 06, 06, 07, or 07, 08? He did. He played on the Saturday and scored against Watford, and it was a 1-0. He got the winner, indeed. Lovely, and a lovely bloke as well. They all are. They're all lovely blokes. I haven't interviewed a bad one anyway. It was 05, 06. We'll do prediction. We're actually doing the preview show tomorrow, Sam. So make sure you check that out. We have a little chat about that today. Father Snowman's the highest climb. Oh, look, lots of people moving about. Obviously, Kent's taking the lead, but lots of people. Kent's internet's still holding up. It's still holding up. Well, we've got 7 questions left. Double points. Who is this former Hammer? Is it Titi Kamara, Emmanuel Emenike? Is it Henri Camara or is it Victor Obina? Is this former Hammer Titi Kamara, Emmanuel Emenike, Henri Camara or Victor Obina? Who is it? If you have no idea, just guess. Just guess, innit? You got 1 in 4 chance of getting it right. Titi Kamara, Emmanuel Emenike, Henri Camara, or Victor Obina. It was Victor Obina, of course it was. It wasn't Emenike. It wasn't Emenike. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was Obina. Victor Obina. I really wish he'd done a lot more. He had all the makings to be a West Ham, modern hero, really. He was like a very unpredictable player. I liked him. Ludders is making a comeback with 3 in a row. We've got Danny Jacko, Camden Irons, Danny Hammergirl. Obviously, Kent is running away with this, but we sort of know that. So it's almost like the battle of the second onwards. Right, next one, next quiz, next question. How many Premier League goals have we scored in total? Ever. 795, 895, 1,095, or 1,195. Oh, Budgie's turned up. Even though apologies for being late. I've been chatting with Mars and Fever live. I'm such a media. Oh, you're just such a media darling now. But we gave you your break. Don't forget. We gave you your break. Just remember that. It was 1,195. So well done to Sam Fritz. Good guess. And Liam. Good guess. Budgie, no. We made you, Budgie. Ken Hammers, Camden Irons. Nice to see. They got that one right. Next question. Question 15. Double points. Woohoo! Who is this former Hammer? Is it Titi Kamara, Emmanuel Emenike, Henri Camara, or Gabba Diawara? Titi Kamara, Emmanuel Emenike, Henri Camara, or Gabba Diawara? Who is this former Hammer? Who is this former Hammer? It's not Danny Glover. Few more questions, few more seconds to go. Future question. Who was both the first team to win at Spuds and the last to win there before they were relegated? Well, hopefully us. Of course. We were the first team to win. Obviously, Emmanuel Emenike. Very, very good. Well done. Kent is the highest answers. 9 correct answers in a row for Kent. Very impressive. The FIFA. That's what I thought. The FIFA 16 beast. And don't forget, before them, we had like people, Diego Tristan, who was always a really good on champ man. Yes, exactly. Remember where you came from, Budgie. Me and Ant gave you a break. Good on you, son. Love to see. I love to see people, new faces on this channel. Right, next question. Which West Ham player has the most defensive blocks in the Premier League this year? Is it Issa Diop, Kurt Zouma, Angelo Bonner, or Craig Dawson? Which West Ham player has the most defensive blocks of in the Premier League this season out of them four? Is it Issa Diop? Is it Kurt Zouma? Is it Angelo Bonner? Or is it Craig Dawson? One of them has the most defensive blocks in the Premier League for us this season. Obviously for us, not for in the whole Premier. Mr. Zuma, mental. Considering we signed him, he didn't start the season. He's made such an impression, and he's made. Yeah, Hammerhead was right. Zuma, we had him and he lost him. Exactly. You got rid of him. You got rid of him. He was Everton. Camden Irons is making a comeback with 3 in a row. So we like to see. Next question, double points. Who did this former Hammer score his first goal for the club against? So who did this Hammer score his first goal for West Ham against? Was it against Tottenham? Was it against Peterborough? Was it against Cheltenham Town? Or was it against Ipswich Town? This is a tricky one. So you know who the player is. Now, who did he score his first goal against? Who did he score his West Ham debut goal against? Was it against Spurs? Was it against Peterborough? Was it against Cheltenham Town? Or was it against Ipswich? If anyone gets this, they have guessed this. I reckon. If anyone gets this, I'll be very surprised if more than one person gets this one right. 2 people got it right. Cheltenham Town. He scored his first goal for West Ham against Cheltenham Town. Did bloody Ravel Morrison. What could have been. Yeah, Kurt Zoom, indeed. Simon's in the house. Good afternoon. Sorry I missed the lunchtime show. There was no lunchtime show yesterday. Today, Main, so you didn't miss it. I'm in the office Tuesday, Wednesdays at the moment, so you didn't. It wasn't Ipswich. It was Cheltenham Town in the League Cup. Budgie. Or not, indeed. Only 2 people got that one right. True or false? Aaron Cresswell has had more touches in the Premier League than Ruben Diaz. Is this true or false? Aaron Cresswell has had more touches of the ball in the Premier League than Man City's star centre-back, Ruben Diaz. That's the question. This is harder than my O levels. Sometimes I just put a trick in there. True. It is true. Trick questions or negative answers to be Spurs. Very true. Aaron Cresswell has more, but I think he's 4th in the Premier League for touches of the ball. Mental. And obviously outperformed Ruben Diaz. I think the only people above him, I think Van Dijk. Can't remember who else. Was he 2 more? Because he's 4th. 2 more questions to go. Double points. What nationality is this former Hammer? Is this former Hammer Spanish, Ecuadorian, Brazilian, or Colombian? If someone's clever, just press the button and see what happens. Yes, yeah, I know. He's a taxi driver. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You mentioned that last time, actually. Yeah, in Liverpool. Salam Halik or just Alba. Is this former Hammer Spanish? Is he Ecuadorian? Is he Brazilian? Or is he Colombian? I don't know why I said that with a bit of sass, but anyway. Mo thinks Colombian. Liam thinks Spanish. But could he be Ecuadorian? Could he be Brazilian? Steve thinks Brazilian. Stan, lads, thinks Spanish. It is Brazilian. Nene. Russ flew listen to the BBC AK5 Live. Okay. Woody Mo. Brazilian. Ken Hammers is back with an answer streak of 3 in a row. That's the best West Ham kit you ever had for me. He's not Colombian, he's Brazilian. But yeah, no, I love that kit. I love that Adidas kit. And the last question, which is final double points. Who is this former Hammer? Is it Florian Radicchoi, Hugo Porfirio, someone's gone very quickly, Paolo Futre or Eddie Dimitrescu. The last question is, who is this former Hammer? Florian Radicchoi, Hugo Porfirio, Paolo Futre or Eddie Dimitrescu? The last one. Super Chef missed not having lunchtime catch up today, Russ. Yeah, I do apologise. I'm in the office for the next few, probably Tuesdays, Wednesdays for the time being. I'm trying to get off the Tuesdays, but we'll. But you just had Anton's dulcet tones instead. We got here. Cyber Leader thinks Hugo. Steve Tilley thinks Hugo Porfirio, the man who never saw snow until Wrexham away. It was and runners up Danny Hammergirl and Ludders in the top 5. Great to see. Let me just well done everyone. As I said, we don't do these quizzes every week because it'll get a bit samey. What we try and do is do them when we've had like a run of games and a lot of sort of us just chatting. I know we'll be chatting about that. We'll have a chat now anyway, but do you know what I mean? As I said, next week, internationals kick off, international break. Again, we've just had one, we've got another one. But we've got some really great guests. Some really fun guests who I think you'll really enjoy talking to live. Hopefully, all of them will be live. But we've got ex-players. We've got ex-players who played quite a few games for us. Ex-players who should have played a lot more games. Ex-player who didn't play hardly any games for us. So a nice sort of, we've also got celebrity fans. And if you didn't go and obviously we had Billy Ho on last week. Was it last week already? Yeah, last week. We had Billy Owen last week. Check that out. We've actually got playlists, actually. We've got playlists of all our celebrity, all our sort of celebrity hammers. But also we've got playlists of all our ex-hammers as well, interviews. So it's like the new Netflix, innit? Go through them. Kent's watched them all. Kent smashed them all anyway. So, but if you don't want, we haven't put actually all of them on there for My Hammers 11 just yet, but they all go up there very a few at a time, but they are unlisted, so you won't necessarily see them on come up in your subscriptions, but they're in the playlist. That makes sense. Otherwise, I don't want you to get like the same, like 20 or 30 notifications all the time. So we put them unlisted, so they appear in the playlist. What we got here? Bollocks said, Florian, well, you're wrong. Went all in. Fair play. Rad shopped in Harvey Nicks. Interesting. I remember I did a series in the old channel called Hammers in Hot Water, and it was interesting what Radicchoi Choice said about that in terms of, it was all, he was actually at the ground or something like that. It was very weird. Steve, we all hate international breaks, particularly West Ham YouTubers or any football YouTubers, because there's nothing to talk about really. You can talk about how well the players who are playing the international games have played, but it's like, what else? But we've got some good interviews. As I said, we've got some good interviews. Some people I've interviewed before, some people I haven't interviewed before. So, yes, should be good. Fungus the Boob, I'm watching it now. Very good. Nice to see Mo. He shops at Primark now. He's skint. Fair. He's not actually. You had a choice. Follow him on Instagram. He's all right. He's punching well above his weight. Russ, did you hear Southgate said he will give Jared a call up? We shall wait and see, Mo. Because the trouble is, Jared Bowen has his West Ham badge on him, which means he has to do twice as much as anyone else to get into the England squad. Have you contacted Mike Small? I haven't been able to find Mike Small yet. If anyone knows where Mike Small is, please let me know. I'm trying to track down Mike Small. That's what I'm trying to do. I'd like to get Mike Small on. If anyone is at a loose end this weekend, on Friday, Mandeville Promotions have got an event on, next play event, 1980 FA Cup anniversary celebration. Obviously, it was meant to be last year, but with COVID and stuff, it didn't really happen. Because we're 41 years now. But it's an evening with Sir Trevor, not Alan. Alan's been drawn. His team's been drawn away, so he's not him. So it's Paul Allen. So Trevor Brooking, who obviously scored the goal. Paul Allen, the youngest ever player to play in an FA Cup final. Crossy, Phil Parks, Jeff Pike, and hosted by Tony Gale. More importantly than that, DJ Rusty B and Steady Arco should both be in attendance. So make sure you check that. There's a few tickets still available. I know that there's like good meet and greets and stuff like that. But check out Maudeville Promotions on Twitter, Facebook, that type of thing. Great evenings. Great evening. They've actually got another one next week at Dagenham Redbridge, which is a pie and mash night. I think it's people like Keith Robson and stuff like that. Again, there's a few tickets available for that as well. But check that out. That's always good fun. Brian would be good for England. He would be. But he plays at West Ham. And that's the trouble. Russ, what's the best? What's the best in your opinion? Thunderbirds or Captain Scott? I didn't like either. I'll be honest. No, I'm not a massive fan of that. That is like worked wonders for us. It did. And yes. So what we got here? So we got international. Then we got Wolves away on the Saturday back in it. So it's in essence 2 weeks, isn't it? Then we're playing on Saturday. I remember watching that. Paul Allen was I think it was 16 and a bit, almost 17, I believe. I went to the FA Cup 980 team night at Westcliff Pavilion a few years ago. It was a good night. It was. Isn't the youngest to play now. Curtis Weston is, but he didn't win the cup. Well, he was the youngest at the time, Ken. Thank you. We need 2 more West Ham boys in the England squad, and we will win the World Cup again. Ben Johnson. Thoughts? That's a bit too old. Try Transformers or Thundercats. No, I wasn't really. What was I? No, I wasn't really into Thundercats. I was a bit. I was trying to think what I used to watch as a kid. I can't remember. Well, I am 56. Well, I'm old. Unbelievable. You're not old. You're not old and you're golden. Is that what they say? You're not old and you're golden, man. So, no, it's all good, man. I'm trying to think what I used to watch when I was a kid. I can't remember. I can't even remember. Did Alvin Martin playing that football? He certainly did, yeah. He started indeed alongside Bill at centre-back, wasn't he? If Krog got COVID international duty, does that mean that Czechs are now paying his wage? I don't know, ladders. I wouldn't think so. Don't forget we had all that problem with what's his face? With Dean Ashton, weren't it? On international duty. And I don't think we got any, or we didn't get a lot out of the FA, did we? I can't remember. I don't remember. As I said, in terms of what's coming up this week, there'll be no lunchtime show tomorrow, but there'll be you'll have the the preview show with Anton and a friend from Genk. I think it's the same back we had last time. Who was brilliant? Mickey? Was it Mickey? I think his name was. He was brilliant. His name was Michelin, but he called himself Mickey. Well, I think we got Mickey on. So check that out. He's bloody brilliant. Lovely guy. And then we're back lunchtime shows on Thursday. Getting a bit ready, get a bit tense for the Genk game, and then about 5 o'clock ish, we'll be on for the watch along. Don't forget it's I think it's about 5:45 kickoff in it on Thursday. Make sure you remember that's obviously in the UK. So lunch just after lunchtime for American cousins. Happy to help. So we're doing the watch along with that, and then the highlights show and that type of thing. And then Friday we'll have the match day debrief and the lunchtime show. 5:45. Cheers, Steve. There you go. So we'll have the lunchtime show on Friday with a little debrief because we have won, obviously, and guaranteed qualification into the group stages, into the knockout stages rather. And then on Saturday we'll have the preview for the Liverpool game. So we'll have I think we've got Craig on from Anfield Agenda. Massive Liverpool YouTube channel. I love Craig. He's a lovely bloke. So we should have Craig on, and then on Sunday we've got the watch along for the Liverpool game. I think we're also getting another Liverpool fan do it in the preview early bit as well. So we've got a couple of Liverpool fans lined up this weekend, and then we'll obviously Anton will be watch along. Probably. I don't know if Stato was waiting on his COVID test. I don't know if Stato's got COVID or not. But if he has, he'll be joining them probably. He's got 10 days, so he'll be definitely watching. And then me and Stell will be live from the supporters club after the game. So if you are a supporters club member, please come over and say we'll be up top. Come over if you want to have a chat and give us your thoughts about the game. We'll be all ears. So So there's plenty of stuff. And obviously international break coming up. We'll probably have West Ham Weekly follow on the Monday. And then we might have another quiz actually next week, because obviously international break, not so much content coming out. But as I said, we've got some great interviews lined up, just confirming which days they're going to do it next week and the week after. So loads of good stuff coming up. Double thumbs up from Russ. Bloody hell, I was born in 1964. Wow. Really well. Danielle was there 99. I was but a glint in my father's eye, as I've literally just turned 40 this year. Okay, what's that? Okay. We have Spurs Conte there. Just our luck indeed. The bounce. Let's hope it doesn't happen. Don't mind Liverpool. Hate the majority of the fans, indeed. Team for Genk. In my opinion, Ariella, Sufal, Masuaku, Diop, Dawson, Noble, Kroll, Lanzini, Yarmolenko, worst luck, Bowen, and Vlasic. Yeah, I think so. It wouldn't surprise me though, Steve, if there's a Declan Rice in there or a Souček. Do you know what I mean? In the same way that they did that for done it. He always seems to play one of them for the European games. So it wouldn't surprise me if he puts one of them in, because Souček played 90 minutes for the Rapid Vienna game, and he played 90 minutes for the Genk game as well. The home games, he seems to play. I won't be surprised if it's not Kral and it's Noble and Souček, but we'll see. But I reckon that's probably it, to be honest. Fact of the day, more people eat in a McDonald's every day than in the population of the UK. We haven't had your facts for a while, Simon, so thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Was there ever a punk back in the day? I don't know. Yeah, I reckon he was. I'm in Liverpool, mostly Everton fans here. It's the same as Manchester, really, isn't it? It's mainly City fans in Manchester. Not Yarm. I'm sick of seeing him lose the ball 10 to 50 times a game. But Europa League, that Genk game was the best game I think I've seen Yarmolenko play after the 3-2 Chelsea game, when he scored the winner right at the end. He was full of creativity, that Genk game, and he's going to be playing the same. They're playing pretty much the same team, aren't they? Really, so I reckon you probably have the same team. Stel was a chef in a Greek restaurant. He's Cypriot, but anyway, he could have been. I can imagine Stel as a punk. Actually, as a punk with a big Mohican, I reckon, or maybe a mod. I could see Stel more of a mod. Do you know what I mean? Like proper, like Vespa and like a big duffel jacket. That's what I reckon. I could just see him on the little Vespa. I was going to get a Vespa once. I don't know why, but when Spuds start singing Antonio at home against us, they'll be singing in our favour. Come on, I know indeed. And now, obviously, it's great to see them welcome the Italian manager in Spanish, which was hilarious. In the announcement, they said, was it Buenverdino, which is actually the Spanish way of welcoming them rather than the Italian way. Good old Spurs. It's not just us. It's not just us that put up weird tweets and the wrong player and the wrong name. They did the wrong language. Straight jacket for me for Christmas. Well, I think you'll be all right. Where are you? To be honest, I don't know any. I haven't really looked at the league for ages. I just look at the top four. And Atalanta is still beating Man United 2-1. Obviously, Chelsea won 1-0 away to Malmo. Ziyech scored a winner, so they're in the final 16. Barcelona won up against Dynamo Kiev. Bayern Munich 5-2 up against Benfica. Villarreal 2-0 up against Young Boys. They beat Young Boys. No, still going. Almost finished. Seville losing 2-1 to Lille. Juventus beats Zenit St. Petersburg 4-2. Wolfsburg in the Berg derby beats Salzburg 2-1. So there we go. I'm just imparting knowledge. Just imparting knowledge. We're Everton. Oh, you're 10th. You're fine, man. Although you've lost the last three, I've just noticed. Yeah, very good. In 1980, it was an all-British team. It was the last time anyone won. It was indeed. United lost, then Ollie near the sack maybe. But who are they going to get in? Do you know what I mean? Spurs got rid of what's his face, Nuno, because they wanted to get rid of him because obviously they wanted Conte in the summer, and he said he wanted to go in the summer, but he wasn't. He wasn't. His relationship with Inter Milan was still in his heart or some bollocks like that. So it's always 2-2 now. Ludder's just said it as well, 2-2. But who would they get? Who would United get? Do you know what I mean? It's like, for me, it's like you look who's available. Zidane? Would he take the job? Probably not. Don't know. I was there in 1975. Blimey, I'm old. You are, Stan. Unless you were like -10, you are quite old, mate. You are quite old. Anyway, Rush, new job for you next season. Soccer Saturday. Take home, Jip. Nailed on, isn't it? Nailed on. They start taking bets, don't they? Nailed on. Nailed on. Would love that. Me and Cammy would have this sort of like Anton Deck relationship. Be quite funny. Bobby Moore played he did in 1975. He captained them in 1975. They did indeed. Right, everybody. I'm going to go to bed. So I could go up in the morning. I know, sad times. But I appreciate everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe. Always helps us out. Always a nice little like, nice little positive comment underneath. All that stuff helps us out. Pushes us up on the algorithm. So it helps us being discovered and get to 10,000 subscribers. All that type of stuff. As I said, Anton will be back tomorrow for probably for a daily, but definitely for the preview show or the Genk preview show, 9 o'clock tomorrow. Then we've got all the watch-alongs and malarkey. As always, we'd like to thank our subscribers and also our members. You can become a member, click the button down there, become a member. I've got over 50 members. Now, apologies, I haven't managed to update the video yet, but we've got 2 new members since I last done it. So James Hislop, Trevor Christie, thank you for joining the Barmy member army. I will be adding you to the list when I have time to read you the video. But we'd like to thank everyone else and yourselves. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jab appointments. Get your boosters. Got my boost this weekend. Come on, you irons, because I'm fat. Come on, you irons. See you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
It's like a family tree.